All right, you ready? I don't know what to say.
We've done it 100 times.
Okay.
It's the same as usual.
Welcome to the Hoot and Holla podcast. I'm Candace, also known as Dabs of Candy, on all social media platforms, and she is...
I'm Whitney. Also known as Wit Sparkle Shine on the social media platforms.
Thank y'all for tuning in today. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, you can also watch this episode on YouTube at Hoot and Holla TV. Also, follow us on all social media at Hoot and Holla TV. You okay?
Like, follow, and subscribe. You're welcome.
Thank you. Do all of that. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, all those things.
All the things.
We have a very special episode for you today. Happy Father's Day
Whoop, whoop.
to all the fathers. Special shout out to our fathers, Tim. And my dad is known as CD, but his name is Carl. But,
I was going to say, I don't know your daddy's name.
It's CD.
CD. Oh,
Yeah.
CD Dabs. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, today's episode is sponsored by...
Early Saturday mornings. Because that was my childhood.
Okay.
My dad woke me up at the crack of dawn. Hey, get up, get breakfast, get ready to work. What are we doing today? Cutting wood. What are we doing today? Working in the garden. What are we doing today? We're building a fence.
Man, he's just making up stuff. That's his list.
Oh,
he
my
making
God.
y'all finish his list.
I'm grateful now.
Yeah.
At the time, I despised it with a passion. Like, let me
Now
sleep
you
in.
have a special set of skills.
There was one morning I got biblical.
Okay.
I found a verse. I think it's in Proverbs.
Mm-hmm.
It says, if you wake a man early in the morning with a shout, it will be counted as a curse upon you. I wrote it down. I stuck it on my door.
Uh-huh.
And Saturday morning, I heard him knock and laugh and walk away. And I got to sleep in that Saturday morning. That was the only time.
That was a good one on your
Because
account.
I made him laugh.
How old were you think?
I was old enough to remember it. So probably like 11, 12, somewhere in there.
That was a good one.
I was proud of myself, and I got to sleep
proud of
in.
you for that.
I got to sleep
He
in.
enjoyed it.
And that was when I learned that comedic relief has its place.
There you go. There you go. It's like, Dad, come in here with the softer side of Sears, please. Don't come in here with all that rambunctious noise that you got talking about get up and build a fence. My parents, dad, mom, we didn't do that. Now, I do remember having a garden and my mom shelling peas and
Yeah.
me helping and my
Yeah.
hands and fingers are purple.
Yep.
Blue looking and peas and all of those things.
Yeah.
I do remember that. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of missed it
I
a
did
little
that
bit.
with my mama. She'd get all of them in her living room
Yeah.
and we'd sit there and watch I Love Lucy or something while we were
Right.
shelling peas.
I kind of secretly miss it just because that was a good time. You got family was doing things together
Or
more
shucking
so.
corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't do that, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I think that's my bad. Sorry, carry on.
I mean, now you're young, then you do the hickey ups.
Yep. We had chicken. Oh, the hat. We had.
They didn't notice at all. Did y'all
No,
notice
No.
the hat?
It's like they're wearing the same thing, but she's wearing a Krispy Kreme hat. I stole it.
Let me introduce y'all to Captain McCrispy, the creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. We took a break. So from the last episode that y'all watched Friday until now, it's been about 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we went, she forgot to bring a change of clothes. So we went to B-Dubs, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. And then we saw a Krispy Kreme and we're like, yes.
Yes. The
So
spirit said pull over. And
we
I
went
said
to
yes,
Krispy
Lord.
Kreme. And when I went to the back and came back out, these were on a table and I'm like, done. So we walked out with them.
Some worker is looking for his hat and he can't go back. He can't clock back in because you took his hat.
I'm sure there's more than one.
We're sorry.
He's not mad. He got to go home early.
Clock it out. Map.
But, and then I'm like, well, that's how they can tell the episode apart, whether I've got the hat on or not. So here we are.
I guess so. Well,
It's good for us.
was that your thought or you just wanted the hat?
Both.
Okay. At least you're honest. There's nothing better than an honest thief.
It's true.
Nothing more.
I cost the company a total of 50 cents.
That's probably going to come out of his check.
I paid $18 for the Donuts. I mean, come on, guys.
They could at least gave you a hat, huh?
I know, right?
Entitlement at its finest.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we came up with a few questions, kind of like we did for our Mother's Day.
Can I say something
about our dads? Yes.
We didn't come
Okay.
up with no
Well,
questions.
I wasn't going to take
I'm
all
not
the
gonna.
credit.
I'm not gonna give you the credit because you did. You came up with all of the questions.
You've done a lot. You came up with the Mother's Day, so
You know, I just want to give you credit where the credit's due because I did no work. I did none.
Well,
but I have answers to your questions. Go ahead.
Good. Number 1, if you could sum your dad up, simple, like one sentence,
one sentence,
whatever,
5 words,
whatever. Just sum your dad up.
Reserved, funny, spiritual. I want to throw one more word in there. Just cool. My dad's cool.
Well, I will say this.
Okay.
He'll tell you everything about my dad. My dad.
Dad, yes.
I had 2 Guinnesses. My bad. I swear this man, the moment he could walk and talk, went and got a full 40-hour-a-week job. 4 years old. I'm going to work. I'll see y'all after work. Like, I swear.
Right.
He's been working ever since. And if you hear my mom, I'll tell it. She's not with us anymore. But when she was like, when we'd be talking to her back in the day, she'd be like, he just started walking one day. Like he skipped everything else. Like he just decided, I'm going to walk today. And to her, he might as well have walked on water. Because he was perfect. He was her baby. Number 2, what is a saying that your dad would repeat when you were a kid?
So I don't remember much about my childhood. I've said that more than one time. I don't really remember much. But I will tell you the first joke that I remember my dad telling me. And the joke was, who did God prescribe the first medicine to in the Bible? Moses. He gave him 2 tablets.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Your first dad joke. Oh my God.
And that's why I have a love for dad jokes. Yep. Yep. And so that ignited or helped season the comedian in me because
season
like that. Yeah, you saw that, didn't you? That's
like
lemon
that.
pepper.
I knew it. I didn't
lemon pepper right
I knew
there.
what that was.
Okay. I say that because then I bounced off of that and said, who threw the first fish fry in the Bible?
Who?
Jesus. He had the 2 fish and the 5 barley loaves, multiplied that thing.
Oh my
fish
God.
fry.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Just saying. It works.
Mine, and he will still say it to this day. It's like his key phrase. If you do it right the first time, you ain't got to do it again.
This is true.
That's his. Do it right the first time. You ain't got to do it again.
That's true.
Fuck around and find out.
Basically. That's basically what he was saying.
Oh, Lord.
Number 3.
If your dad was a cartoon character, who would he be? Mine's gonna get mad at me if he watches this because it gets on his nerves. I'm pretty sure.
No, it was kind of hard to describe. You mentioned it, and I was like, "That's it." Hank Hill, propane and propane accessories. My dad, all his jobs were sales jobs, like salesman job. Like he used to sell like hair products at one time in his life. Yeah. He sold like the Kirby vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid seeing all his like little trophies and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
But the latter part of his life, he's a propane truck driver. So residential, not like over the road kind of thing. So he would be the person that comes and like, hey, I need some propane in my propane tank. Come get me. I need like however many gallons. And you go there. And then also he would work on like if he was knowledgeable enough that he could work on stuff that was gas or propane related, like stoves and hot water heaters that may have been that way. And you know, he knew how to, you know, find a leak, and he could hook up propane heaters and stuff like that. So yeah,
that's cool.
Hank Hill.
Hank Hill.
My own Hank Hill.
Does that make you Bobby?
No. Maybe my brother.
Definitely. He'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mine, and it's not because of how he acts.
Uh-huh.
It's just like one day
it's the armless shirts in it.
Yeah, it's part of it. One day I looked at him and my brother, and they look a whole lot alike, but one is taller and dark-headed, my dad. One is shorter and blonde-headed, my brother. And I'm like, that's Fred and Barney. That's definitely Fred and Barney. And ever since then, I can't unsee it, and it makes him mad. I know it makes him mad.
Well, I mean, the most like notable thing about the Flintstones was like cars, and your dad is
he's a car person.
He's a car person, yeah. So I mean, it works, right?
He owns a tire shop. I mean,
yeah, that works.
He upgraded from the feet to the tires.
There you go. That inspired him. You know, got to get moving, Mississippi.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Now that's in my head. If you could put your dad on a reality TV show, what show would you choose to put him on? You
want me to go first or you can go first?
What would be the funniest, like the most outrageous, where he would absolutely not fit in and it would be great?
The Preachers of LA. I still say the same answer. The Preachers of LA. My dad is a preacher, okay? But my dad is from the South. He's a country Southern preacher. Yep. Preachers of LA are not country Southern preachers. You know, they wearing like the Gucci suits and stuff like that. You know, they got the, you know, the multitude of people and stuff like that. My dad ain't like that. Yeah. At all. So they be like, you know what, this don't fit this, but it's so funny. Because he ain't never been on no private plane.
What your daddy be like, man, this is fancy.
This is nice. This is what Jesus will do for you.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, he would definitely not fit in because they gonna, my dad's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, we gotta go do this and go to this conference. And they're like, I'm finna go to the house.
I'm out.
The 76ers play at 6.
Oh, I can watch it on the big screen.
All right. It's on the plane.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do for y'all.
Oh my God. Mine. So as far as like one that he would be out of place and it would be hilarious, would be a dating show. Like The Bachelorette or whatever. And I'm not saying my dad's not good looking. Like that has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about it'd be like,
because some of the girls ain't too bright, and Timmy gonna call it out.
He'd be sitting there in the hot tub with a beer watching them. It's like he'd just be quiet because he's quiet like that. He's quiet and observant just for a while. And they'd be like, man, some of these people, a few fries short of a Happy Meal.
Right.
like this one, like I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but he's had more plastic surgery than her. And he'd be like, they'd be showing him on the, the individual interview cameras. He'd be like, not a single one of these people could skin a deer.
His camo shirt.
Yeah, like with his Crocs on. He'd do them like he did you earlier. We stopped by.
He's like, you want to see my tan? I was like,
you want to see my tan line? And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
And he took his shoe off.
I was like, I didn't know where this was going. Damn, I did not know where this was going. But okay.
He showed her his Crocs.
I asked her, I said, why you ain't got those in 4-wheel drive? He said, they ain't muddy out. It's like, I got you, Tim. I got you. That's what's up.
Now, one where he would do awesome are these skill shows, like the knife making show. I can't think of the name of it, even though I watch it. Or like glass blowing, like any of these things where he's got to make something. Whether he knows how to do it or not, he'd figure it out and do it. Yeah. And he'd be killing it.
Right.
He would love it. He would do good on it.
If there was a show called Close Enough, my dad would be on it like
I need an explanation, but what's in my mind is funny.
Like maybe like a home improvement show.
Oh. That'll do.
And you have them like fix stuff around there. It's like, close enough. It don't leak no more. But you just used a bunch of duct tape And glue. It don't leak. Close enough.
Problem solved.
That's they need to create that show so he can go.
Close
I
enough.
would sign him up.
Good enough for government work.
Exactly.
or like my friend at the other print shop used to say, can't see it from my house.
Exactly. You talking about rigging something up. He gonna do it. I ain't got to know. I ain't even had to see him do it. I walk in and said,
yep, he's been here.
Yep. That's him. Say, Lord, my dad.
Maybe we need a reality show where we make my dad and your dad work together because it sounds like it would be hilarious.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God. Because my daddy's like, it's got to be done right. And it's got to be done right the first time. And your daddy's like, close enough.
It's like the pieces of wood meet. They just not at a 90-degree angle.
What else do you want?
Is the floor not covered? Come on now.
My dad would pull his hair out.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. Well, I'm just gonna tell you. It don't even work well with me and him. Like, we can't work on projects together, like putting something together.
Yeah.
Because, like typical man, he's not gonna read the instructions.
Yeah.
Or he reads part of them and
It's
thinks
like,
he has a grasp of the
this.
situation. And I'll read everything line for line. And it's like, I could have been done. But we sit here arguing about step 3, but talking about a screw B going in Holla.
Yeah. That's every man. Just
Yeah,
be
it
honest.
is.
So I
I
mean,
know.
any man I've ever done any kind of project with, they'll get stuck and they'll be like, I don't know why this isn't working. And I'll pull out the instruction and be like, well, did you do this? No.
Those are extras. No, they're not.
There's no such thing as extras.
There's extras, but they was in a whole separate pack. And there's only one screw. This is
Yes.
12.
Yes. Big difference. Big difference. Jeez. What is, last but not least, number 5? What is a random funny story about your dad?
I don't have one.
He ain't funny enough.
Yeah, he funny, but like we do stuff all the time around the house and stuff. Like we have our own language. I say,
Your own banter, yeah.
Yeah, we mess with each other. Like I love language. I'll tell you what I love, like threats.
Yeah.
Threats. I love language. It's like, I was like, Dad, I got 2 fish sandwiches hot and ready for you. That kind of thing. Or, would you like a 10-piece McNugget?
Fresh out the box.
Yeah. And guess what? I got 2 footlongs too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like he'll walk around and call me Applehead, and I was like, "You got an apple face, so if I got an apple head, you got an apple head. I come from you. Come on, man.
You're really just insulting yourself.
Exactly.
Oh
Pointing
my
out
God.
things.
Mine, I have so many about my dad. But my dad, one thing that he is well known for, that man, you will never know he is around. He can walk. Like we have a pond maybe like a half a mile from the house. It's like downhill through the woods, all the things. And when we were teenagers, we'd go down there and party sometimes. And he thought it was funny to wait until he knew, oh, that might be a crime. He knew we had a few too many Cokes or waters or whatever.
Fire waters.
Yes.
Fire waters, guys.
He knew that we had one too many and it would be funny to scare some people. So he would walk down there, you would never hear him. He knows that he walks so slow and so intentional, never steps on a stick. Like you would never know this man is around. It's terrifying how good he's at. Because he's done this to me many times.
That's because he's been walking since he was 2 months.
Since he was born. I mean, just walk out.
Right.
Anyway, so he would wait. And like down there was this inlet in this hill where it had been dug out when they had done some work down there. And so we would be in that hill, like the hill is up here and we're under it like a mountain. I don't know. Anyway, so we're right there and the fire's down there and we're all hanging out and stuff. Mm-hmm. I got to where I knew it was coming, so I wouldn't be surprised, but I would sit back and watch people and it would be hilarious because he would come out of the woods and he would just stand at the top of that hill and I would see him and I'd just grin because I'm like, I know what's fixing to happen.
Right.
I'd just wait. And after a few minutes, one of the girls would see him And then he would like hide behind a tree and they'd be like, I just saw somebody. Did you see somebody? Oh my God. Is there somebody there? And then they'd be like, oh my God, she's chocolate milk wasted. And it'd be like, she's just seeing stuff, whatever. And then everybody'd be hanging out and I'd still be just sitting there watching because I know it's coming again. And then I'd see him in a different place.
Right.
And it'd usually be the same girl would see, oh my God. And they'd be like, what? There was somebody there. Somebody get her a water. I'm like, and he would make them think they were crazy. And then he would finally just be standing there and like one of the dudes or a couple of them would notice and they would scream like girls. It would be the greatest thing ever. Wow. And he would just giggle. He thought it was the most funny thing in the world.
He gets some joy out of that.
He does.
A funny tale story. When I first came over here, not first came over here, but one of the first few times I came over here and we went in the Razor.
Yeah.
And he had his Prince on. And Amanda's like, he got his Prince on. It's like, I'm concerned. And then I come around, then after we ride and we come around the house and Amanda's like, you take her on the hill? Take her on the hill. I said, Amanda, don't encourage this. Do not. Because I'm terrified right now.
He loves scaring people. It's fun for him.
I know it. It's awful for me.
He's twisted.
So like, I don't have like stories like that, but there's a lot of funny moments that I've had with my dad. Just like when my uncle first got his, he had an all black Tahoe, and he was saying that he said your uncle got one of the funeral home cars.
Oh my God!
I said that's the family car. I said it sure is. That is the funeral family car. I said I guess mine is the hearse because that's the one that had the room.
Yep. Oh my God.
So yeah, it's just a lot of I know for certain that's where I got my like comedic talents and stuff. I guess you could say he'll tell you that I got the salesman in me from him. He'll tell you that in a minute. He's like, where do you think you got it from? I was like, Daddy, really? That was 10 years ago. They got nothing to do with what we sell today. How is that? How does hair products translate to lawnmowers? Tell me, because I don't know.
Sales is sales.
Apparently. Sorry. Yeah. So, and then I do remember, like, as a kid, I used to, because different time, we was outside. And, we used to play basketball till the street light came on.
Yep.
And my dad would be out there playing ball with us. He could shoot, like, for real, like nobody's business. Like, outside, hit the three. He don't beat me up many a times hitting the three from the outside. And he always hit that one spot. And I always had to get there before he got there, put my hands up. And sometimes he hit it still. So.
Mine's very athletic. Always made me look bad.
Yeah. He tried to, like he is also one of the people that knows how to play dominoes. One of the few people that I know that know how to play dominoes. And we used to play all the time.
I've never learned how to do that properly.
It's just basic math. You just multiples of 5. Can you do them 5, 10, 15, 20? That's it.
No.
Count the ends. That's it.
No, that's it.
That's it. Like that.
That's it. Hey, my daddy's texting me for us to come get some squash.
Okay, we got to do that. It's wonderful. This is so unorthodox.
It is, but I like it. I like the more laid back ridiculousness.
It's all about business. Serious business.
Yeah.
It's about Father's Day.
And I only said that because, it's about Father's Day and he's texting me.
Oh, I can tell you that something, I just thought about it. Something that my dad says now a lot because of our last name. And he'll get up in service if he's doing something on program or just regular morning service. And he said, y'all know me, I just a little dab will do you. It's like, everybody like, go get your daddy. I can't do nothing with him. He grown. He is grown.
Dab will do you.
He is grown. What can I do with him?
You know what's funny? It sounds like Yabadoo, like Flintstones.
No, it's not.
Dabadoo.
No, we're about to start the process to copyrighting the dab because it's copyright infringement on our lives.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's ruined it.
Yeah. Need our monies.
Good luck with that.
Okay. I mean, when we get it, you can retire.
I'm gonna use my draw too.
What you talking about? I'm gonna use my draw 4.
Don't play.
That's gonna be a big bang.
What if you get more money later down the road and you could have used it then?
I'm gonna use the draw 2 and the draw 4, and then I'm gonna do the draw 4 because I got 2 up. Go ahead.
And then reverse it and do it all again.
For sure. Might throw in a wild card. You know what I'm saying?
Woo-woo.
It might happen. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's because you didn't watch last episode. So you need to go watch that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do your
Life
homework.
Uno.
It's interesting.
Any last words that you want to say to your father? Papa.
Well, now I just feel weird.
Okay, well, you know.
Ooh, Papa. No, I love my dad. He's a good dude. I look up to him. He works his butt off from morning till night. He just, yeah, he's awesome. Glad to have him. Appreciate him.
Hi, Daddy.
You gonna be nice to your daddy?
I love you, big head.
Apple head.
Apple head, apple face. I got a 10-piece nugget and some Cheerios for you. Okay. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but he do. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You're funny. A little cuckoo for some time because I be like, what is wrong with you?
I think we all have those moments.
But I wouldn't be who I am without your upbringing.
Same. In every aspect.
Yeah,
Same.
I appreciate you and the sacrifices you may have made for the family. Love you. Thank you for everything.
Happy Father's Day. Everything.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
This is a solo. I don't know that song.
I text you the lyrics.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I'm lying.
I was like, I can't say no because
because you don't look at your phone.
I do. I read them all the time, but then I forget.
You missed the whole freaking segment.
I forget. My bad.
Oh my gosh.
My bad.
We're not over it. We're going to
Anyway,
discuss this after the fact.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Remember, the next episode after this Father's Day special will be the best of the episodes we've had thus far. So be looking out for that on Friday. And hope all fathers have a wonderful, wonderful Father's Day. We appreciate you. Those that are, taking care of your kids, those are stepping in a stepfather capacity. You're all fathers. You're all equally important. Either just being a father figure in a kid's life or, anybody's life. We appreciate you. You don't get enough thanks because, the little fathers they sell don't be nothing compared to the mothers they sell.
I know, right?
Which is messed up, man. But enjoy your tie set with the handkerchief.
Or your new boxers.
Or your new boxer. Or that tool set that you've been wanting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or that toolbox.
Yeah.
Jumper cables. Lawnmower blades.
Whatever it was.
New hammer. Whatever it is. Your jack, car jack, whatever it is. It's just to show you that we appreciate you. And we always gonna give you something you can use or fix something with. Come on now. Always. Because we love you.
And that's how we need
you to fix something real quick. So happy Father's Day. Y'all have a good day. Holla y'all.